Right, it's Saturday, June 1st, 2013, and Barbara and I have come up to the lakes for a week's holiday. And we're staying once again at Rose Cottage in Rosthwaite. And we're doing a first walk today. We're hoping to get up to Crag. Having left the apartment, we're just about to set off down the track opposite to cross the River Derwent, but this is Crag off to a right, so we haven't far to go today. This is a panoramic shot of what we have in front of us and off to a right as we set off on a walk. And this is what's behind us. And not to be outdone, the view off to our left isn't too shabby either. Thank you for that comment.
We chose to cross the River Derwent over the cobbled footbridge rather than use the stepping stones further back.
We're just making our way now along by the River Derwent, and shortly we'll be leaving this path and starting quite a steep climb up to the top of Crag. Alright, due to the fact that we were late setting off on our walk, we just sat by the river and had some lunch, and we're now making our way up to the foot of the slope which leads up to Crag. Well, this is proving to be a rather steep climb, but again we're just taking the time, making as many stops as necessary. But, this is the steepest climb on the walk. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is the height of Saders, and we just climbed up quite steeply to the top here, and then we've got a ladder style to climb. And having climbed the ladder style, the next step is to make our way up this path. These chaps are coming down onto the side of the slate heap here. This is now the climb up to Crag, and is what is referred to in the instructions as a constructed path. And here we are, almost there. The summit shelter is just behind me. Probably makes our way around to it. The actual summit shelter is up there. And just below to the left is the slate graveyard, which we'll pass on the way back down and film a bit closer up then. Just below the summit shelter, there is a memorial to the men of Borrowdale who lost their lives in the Great War. From the summit, there is a lovely view north over Derwent Water to Skiddaw on Longscale Fell, and over to the east to King's How and Brund Fell. Right, we're just about to make our way down off Castle Crag now. This is the path we'll be taking back, which will take us over to Seataller, and then we'll walk back along the River Derwent into Rosthwaite. Can't say I'm exactly looking forward to going down. It is rather slippy underfoot. Bad enough coming up, so it might be rather interesting going down. This is the slate graveyard I was talking about earlier. Having made our way somewhat gingerly down off Castle Crag, behind us here is the ladder stair we climbed before we started the climb up the constructed path. And now we're making our way down into the valley bottom to begin the walk over to Seataller. This is the view we have from the bench we're sitting on, and just shows how rugged and steep the hillsides are around here. There's the steps there that we just come down, and there's a little peep across here in the direction of Skiddaw. The summit of Castle Crag is just over the top here, and you can see the path quite clearly that we've come down to get to the point we are now. Right, after the ups and downs of Castle Crag, we've got a fairly level stretch of walking now, and off to the left there's a nice view over the village of Rosthwaite. So we make our way along the fell side here. There's a view back to Castle Crag and the constructed path which we climbed up to it. At this moment we've got some rather dark clouds over us. There hasn't been any rain forecast. It may just blow over, hopefully. At this point you have the option of climbing up to the top of High Dolt before returning back down to Seataller. However, we chose to stay on the path that we were on. Right, we're starting to move down off the fell now and heading down into the village of Seataller. And then we'll make our way back along the river. As we make our way down to Seataller, that's off to our right hand side. Got a bit of mist up on the tops now, and you can just feel a spot or two of rain in the air as I speak. making our way into the village of Seatoller now. Right, after having had a brief stop in Seatoller, sitting on a rock on the car park, we're making our way back now to Rostthwaite, and we're walking down to meet the River Derwent. Oh, well, certainly didn't have to expect to have to do this. I don't remember doing this last time we came across here, holding these chains. It's been a rather awkward little section as this. And this is a path we've just come along and had to scramble around here. We must have less than a mile to go now, but we found this little bench just off the path where the River Derwent, so we're stopping now in 10 minutes here. Right, we're pretty much back at the start of the walk now, just these stepping stones to cross, and it's brought us in nicely as this. It's going to be about 5.5 miles perhaps, but it sets us up nicely, hopefully for a decent week if we get the weather. We've had a mixed bag of weather today. First half of the walk was bright and sunny, and it clouded over and got rather ominous, but it's certainly picked up the last half hour and brightened up a lot. So I've thoroughly enjoyed this walk. Hopefully there'll be more good walks to come this week.